Skylar with John Ray Excavation here. I'm in Malad, Idaho, installing this septic system. At the end of the video, I'm going to give an entire cost breakdown of what this system cost me, what I actually had to pay for the tank, the chambers, the pipe, everything, and what I ended up charging the customer for this system. So if you've ever wondered why a septic system costs $8,000 versus $25,000, hopefully this video will give you some insight to that. If you're interested in this kind of videos, please, like and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. But yeah, let's get into it.
Instead of just throwing out average numbers, I'm going to go over exactly what the system cost me and what I ended up charging.
I had to run to the parts store because 4 of these chambers
sun crawls up slow the canyon haze, cold steel waiting where the frost still lays, boot in the gravel, coffee in hand, first cut of morning in stubborn land, bucket swings low like an old church bell, echo through hollows where the coyotes yell. Some men pray and some men wait, some men dig through dirt and slate.
There's a white truck parked by the cedar line, painted letters worn by time, John Ray Excavation on the door in red, where the hard ground breaks and the pipe runs fed.
Hey, Skylar, John Ray Excavation again. We're doing another septic system here in, it's called New Canyon, just north of Malad, Idaho. What we're doing is hooking up this shop. They've already stubbed out sewer for the shop. It's gonna come out here, go down this hill where my mini X is. That's where the tank will be sat. They are gonna build a house here in the future, so we're gonna stub a line off for that. But the septic system should be able to handle the shop and the house, and pretty much it. We'll do the drain field. This is a slope, so we can't go straight out. It's a pretty steep slope. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but we're gonna have to run the lines parallel with the contours of the ground, so we'll have to go out that way. Should go pretty easy, I imagine. I'm gonna try and do a time lapse of me digging everything, as long as the batteries stay charged. So I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, we got the tank sat. I wasn't able to get it on video, but because it was too fast. But here's the tank. I was able to dig that with I have an iDig. I have a laser that shoots level, and then this thing's got a laser receiver on it, so I don't have to get out and shoot grade. I don't know if you can tell in the time lapse, but yeah, this thing is a laser receiver, and this is also a sensor. And you got a sensor on your bucket, sensor over here, and then one in the cab, and it kind of tells where you're at. It tells you exactly how deep to go and how to go level. There's a little screen inside the cab. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's how I dug it. So anyway, I'll backfill it now and let you guys watch. Okay, got the tank sort of backfilled. Try to compact where the pipe's going to penetrate through really good. Now the tank's sat, I can measure can measure off that out. I think it's a minimum 5 feet out, so I'll probably go a little bit further. And what I like to do to get the line with the contour of the ground, I'll set up my laser and shoot right there and just put a dot everywhere it hits perfect all the way around that, because I think I'm gonna have to go like this around this hill. And then I'll do my next row and do the same thing, and it should line up perfect. This hill's pretty consistent. So yeah, that's what my plan is next, and I'll start digging stuff. Okay, we're on day 2. Got the first line done. Now we're gonna start on the second line. But I gotta come over here and dig this out. I had to run to the parts store because 4 of these chambers have holes in them for some reason, right there and right there. I don't know if they're just kind of mishandled or something, but kind of sucks. This parts store is about 45 minutes away, so I had to get some new chambers, but got them loaded and we'll get back to it. All right, I dug this line. I forgot to record. Well, actually, I'm in kind of a hurry to get it done before the end of the day. So I didn't record it, but yeah, I got this whole line dug up to the shop. Once again, using the iDig to keep myself on grade and a good slope.
another day working alone.
Down in the clay where the dog broke to sleep, John Ray Excavation, digging down deep in the wind, in the dust, in the lonesome land, with the weight of the earth in a working man's hand. Old septic tank where the tall weeds grow, buried quiet 50 years ago. Rain on the hood and mud on the frame, ground remembers every name. Shovel marks in the fading light.
All right, so instead of just throwing out average numbers, I'm going to go over exactly what the system cost me and what I ended up charging. This is going to be materials, labor, equipment, everything that goes into it. And just keep in mind, every job is different. Soil, depth, layout, all that changes the price. All right, let's break this one down. The tank cost me $2,650 with delivery. The plumbing permit was $65. Drain filled materials like the chambers, the pipe, junction box, the cleanouts, the risers for the septic tank cost $4,733.81. The equipment, if you were to rent this, it was for 3.5 days, and average rental is about $375 per day. That would have been $1,312.50 plus $75 worth of fuel. I probably could have been more efficient with the time, but there are some things you must wait on. The septic tank delivery is on their schedule, not mine. The inspections in Idaho are surely on their schedule. In fact, I had to pull off for a couple of days, then come back so I didn't waste a day waiting for them. So all in, it came out to $8,836.31. That's what I got to pay for. Also, a good reason I like to get a 50% deposit before I begin the job to help cover these costs in case the person hiring me wants to take their time paying, or sometimes there's problems with the bank. Sometimes they need a little more information, but yeah, it's a little scary having those charges without having a little bit of money to cover that. All right, so I told you what this one cost me. Now, just so you can see the full picture on this job, I charged the customer $12,471.16. And with that came a 6-year warranty on all parts and labor. But this is for this property. A gentle slope, decent soil, no crazy depth, no rock, no pump system. If this system was deeper, had bad soil, or needed pumps, this number could change a lot. Hopefully, that gives you a better idea of what actually goes into installing a septic system and where the money goes. If you've got questions about your property or planning a build, feel free to reach out. Appreciate you guys watching.